Welcome to another episode of the Cody's MMA Uncensored. I'm the Cody. You are the few people that watch this, but like I said, I'll never stop just because of the lack of views. It's okay. It's okay. I did one not even a week ago, barely a week ago, in my Jigsaw mask. People thought it was funny to watch, but people didn't think it was so good to hear. So, oh yeah, and just in case, to my man E, my buddy E on YouTube, just in case you didn't watch the Big Brother rant, I can't help the sound. I don't control the air conditioner. The air conditioner is what's muffling the sound, and there's no fan. So, yeah, but I can't help that, so I hope you can hear me okay. I'm doing the best I can with the volume, and that's the best I can give you. If you can't hear me, don't know what to tell you. But then you'll probably stop watching or downloading my show, and that sucks. But anyway, yeah, a lot to talk about. Big news about an upcoming event, UFC 41. Gonna talk about that fight, and gonna talk about that fight coming up. I'm gonna preview this Saturday's Strike Force card, which I'm kind of confused about because I read the card and I was like, are these fights really on the card? I mean, I wasn't sure, but if I read the wrong card, then I don't know what to tell you. So, but we'll just see. I'll preview that. And the Cody's Corner is back, and I have a lot to say about the Nick Diaz situation, and I'm going to get a little fired up on that one. So, yeah, so enjoy it. Here we go. Let's get it started. Did you know I was the Cody? Okay, just checking.
I'm right chip boss, man. I got this, yeah.
Okay, our first topic of the Cody's MMA Uncensored. Don't know what episode we're on, don't really care. But, Alistar Overeem signs with the UFC, and his first fight is announced for UFC 41, and it is against Brock Lesnar, just like I had envisioned it, even though I was hoping to be on the Fox card, but the Velasquez Dos Santos fight is good enough for the Fox card, and it is more than likely that the winner of this fight will get a UFC heavyweight title shot against the winner of the Velasquez Dos Santos fight, and I'm very, very excited about this fight. This really is a pick'em fight because it's two different styles. Both of them don't really like to get hit. People are like, what do you mean? Brock Lesnar's the one that don't like to get hit. But something that I was reminded of by my good buddy Dr. MMA Tim Lee, thank you Tim Lee. Alistar Overeem tapped out from strikes from Ricardo Arona, and Ricardo Arona strikes like this, okay? And he's not known as a ground and pounder, he's known as a submission guy, and Alistar tapped from punches. So, let me tell you something. This is how, I cannot tell you how I see this fight going. Brock Lesnar has not been the same since his, I can't pronounce the disease, just going to say, since he's been sick, since he's had surgery. You know, I thought the way he fought Shane Carwin, I didn't understand that. Is it just me, or does it like look dark in here? I got the light on, and I just want to real quick apologize. It's going to look a little dark. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do about that. I had the light on and everything. And even the light on the camera. But anyway, as I was saying, I thought I didn't think the Brock Lesnar's fight with Shane Carwin should not have went that way. I didn't see that one going that way at all. I thought Brock Lesnar would get a somewhat easy takedown. I thought he would control the fight because I kind of think Shane Carwin is nothing but a heavy puncher. I don't really see him as that great of a fighter. And I just didn't think that Shane Carwin fought the best Brock Lesnar. Same thing with Cain Velasquez, although I think Cain Velasquez pretty much beat Brock Lesnar because of Brock Lesnar wanted to go blitzkrieg on his ass, and, you know, Cain Velasquez too smart for that type of attack. So, you know. So the question is, now removed from his second surgery and his second diagnosis of whatever this shit is, what Brock Lesnar will show up. Will we finally get to see the Brock Lesnar that crushed Randy, crushed Frank Mir, crushed Heath Herring? Will we get to see that Brock Lesnar? Or will we see the Brock Lesnar that once he gets hit, the fight is over? You know, I'm hoping to see the real Brock Lesnar. I'm a fan of Alistair Overeem, but I just really... The only reason I'm going to go for Brock Lesnar in this fight is pretty much I want to see him fight Cain Velasquez again, because if I had $1,000 and I would never make any more money for the rest of my life, and that $1,000 is what I would be forced to live with for the rest of my life, I would bet all that $1,000 that Cain Velasquez could not beat the true Brock Lesnar. I just don't think he could. I just don't. That's not biased. That's just plain and simple. I would pick Brock Lesnar 9 times out of 10. Hell, before that fight, I would have picked him 10 out of 10. But I just want to see him fight Cain Velasquez again. But talking about the fight itself, okay, Brock Lesnar's only way to win, he has to, I said this on Facebook and I said it on Twitter, Brock Lesnar needs to reiterate the phrase over and over in his head: shoot early and shoot often. I don't want him even thinking about standing up with Alistair Overeem. I don't want to see him throw one punch unless it's to get the takedown. I want him going, he needs to go after takedown after takedown after takedown. Prepare your conditioning, Lesnar, because that's what you need to do. Because if you, this is the way I see it, if you are on your feet for the entire first round, there is no way you're going to win. Because Alistair Overeem, I believe it, out of the entire MMA heavyweight world, I would say Alistair Overeem is the second best striker in the heavyweight division behind Junior Dos Santos. So he's dangerous, but the one thing he throws that Dos Santos doesn't throw, though, or I haven't seen him throw, is knees. That is his favorite weapon. It always has been. He loves the knees, you know, and that's what's going to be the difference in this fight, because maybe Alistair has confidence that he could stop Brock Lesnar's takedown and throw those knees, because if he eats a knee coming in, I think that's all she wrote. So he needs to pick his spots. He needs to grab those legs. He needs to grab that waist, grab that body, do whatever he needs to, and force Alistair to the ground, because there is no other way he's going to win. And I can tell you this, if he gets it to the ground, same thing I said about if it stays on the feet, that's all she wrote. Because Alistair Overeem, as much as I love the dude, he will not survive the ground and pound of Brock Lesnar. Period. He just will not survive it. His best chance to win this fight, even if he gets taken down, is to get right back up. Don't try for submissions. Don't try to fight your way from the bottom. You need to just get up and get out of there. Brock Lesnar's too big, too strong, hits way too hard, and he'll either pound you unconscious or pound you until you just want to cover up and don't want anymore. Or you'll tap. Whatever, you know. I don't know. But this is a pick'em fight, because it's based on one thing. Will Brock Lesnar get it to the ground? It's based on that one thing. And if Alistair can stuff his takedowns, he'll win easily. If Brock Lesnar can get him to the ground, he'll win easily. It is a pick'em fight. And you know what? I have a lot of respect for MMA fans now, because sometimes I think people are biased, but this has been a 50-50 split in the forums, and even on betting odds, it's 50-50. I'm pretty sure it'll start leaning more towards Alistair Overeem, just because he's the guy that everyone wants to see win, because a lot of people like Lesnar. So, but this is, man, people are just back and forth, and me too, man. I love both dudes. I'm a big fan of both fighters, but this is just, oh man, this is gonna be an interesting fight. One thing I can say though, this won't go all 5 rounds. There's no fucking way. No way. If Brock Lesnar gets it on the ground, and he ain't gonna be wrestling him for 5 rounds, he's gonna start punching the shit out of him. Did you see what happened to Frank Mir? I mean, even the first time when Brock Lesnar had Frank Mir down, he was beating the hell out of him. He wasn't able to stop Heath Herring because Heath Herring does that turtle move that I don't think Alistar Overeem would do. And that's how Heath Herring kept surviving the ground onslaught of Brock Lesnar. So it's just like, but it's like the same thing. If it stays on the feet, that is all Alistar Overeem. Brock Lesnar won't survive on the feet. He hits hard. Brock Lesnar hits hard. If he gets to Alistar's chin, he probably could knock him on his ass, but I don't think he would get to Alistar's chin. Alistar is a way better striker. He'll probably anticipate the punches coming, and yeah. Well, I'll talk about the game plan. I think Alistar needs is knees, just knees. He needs to throw knees, like I said about Brock Lesnar on the takedown. Throw knees early and often. If Brock Lesnar comes in and he tries to shoot, throw a knee. I know you don't want to go down, but Brock Lesnar will not be able to take that knee. And you'll easily be able to stuff his takedown if you hit it just right. And I would have to say that Alistar needs to kind of be careful. I don't want, his best thing for him to do is not to get carried away. If he hurts Brock Lesnar, he needs to pick his punches better, because Brock Lesnar is an NCAA wrestling champion. And if he gets too carried away, and Brock Lesnar can easily take him down, catching Alistar coming in. So Alistar needs to be careful with that too. So it's like I said, it's like, I'm not going to say it's evenly matched, but it just depends on one thing. Can Lesnar get it down? That's pretty much a fight. But I'm very excited about this fight. Whoever wins, I believe they will be if Cain Velasquez defeats Junior Dos Santos, then I think whoever wins this fight will be the new heavyweight champion, because I think either one of them would beat Cain Velasquez. But if Junior Dos Santos I would say Junior Dos Santos would beat Alistar Overeem, but I think Brock Lesnar would beat Dos Santos. I don't know why I think that. It's hard to think that the best striker in the heavyweight division couldn't beat the guy that doesn't like to get hit. But it's just like, I don't think Dos Santos could stuff Lesnar's takedowns. I don't think he could. So that's why. But like I said, very excited about this fight. Okay, I'll give a prediction. I'll let you know if I change my mind, but right now I'm going to say Brock Lesnar round 2 TKO. That's just my thing. Maybe that's more of a biased pick. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. But UFC 41, that's your main event. Very excited about it. Yeah, let's move on. Alright, I won't take too much time on this because I have a lot to say about the Cody's Corner. But Strikeforce Grand Prix, Kharitonov versus Barnett. Now this is the fight card I have been that I am aware of, that I read on SureDog, and the fight card is both Grand Prix fights, both Grand Prix semifinals: Daniel Cormier versus Antonio Silva, Kharitonov versus Barnett. But also something I wasn't aware of. Maybe I need to pay more attention. The middleweight championship between Luke Rockhold and Jacare Souza is on there. That's what it says, so I guess. And, of course, a fight I'm looking forward to, King Mo Lawal versus I guess it's Hodger Gracie, right? Is it Hodger or Roger? We'll say Hodger Gracie. Or, we'll just say Gracie, because I don't want to be saying his name wrong this whole time. But, okay, you know me, I like to start from the bottom up. So, Gracie versus King Mo. This too is a really tough fight to pick. King Mo is a wrestler, but he has very good boxing, so I would expect him to kind of keep it on the feet. So I'm leaning more towards King Mo, and but I just think Gracie will I think he'll do the pull. I think he'll pull guard. I think he would. I've only really seen him fight a couple times, so I'm not entirely sure if he has good striking. I've never really seen it because he's really kind of cleaned house when it comes to submissions. But King Mo basically just wants to stay off the ground. I don't care what you say. Yeah, he doesn't want to go down there. He'll get submitted. I think if it gets to the ground, he'll get submitted in the first or second round easily. I don't have too much faith in King Mo. You know, he was able to avoid submissions from Gegard Mousasi, but this is a whole different animal. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go with King Mo by decision. I think he'll keep it standing, and you know he'll be able to. I think it will be a lot like the Werdum Overeem fight. I see it going like that. But I'm going to take King Mo by decision. Okay. So, if this fight is really on there, so we'll talk about Jacare Souza versus Luke Rockhold. Of course, I'm going to think Jacare is going to win this fight. Jacare is my boy. I like Jacare. I've liked him for a while now. But don't get me wrong, Luke Rockhold is a dangerous guy too. So, you know, who knows? We've seen Jacare be rocked before. He's been hit, so, and he's kind of he's buckled. He's been buckled before, so we'll see if Luke Rockhold will pull it off. But I don't think so. I think because Jacare has probably a very weird style takedown. It's almost like a football tackle, you know. Shout out to the NFL season starting tonight. Yes. Very excited about that. But he just kind of tackles them to the ground. He doesn't really, it's not really a, what do you call, like a wrestling-like takedown. It's more or less, like I said, a tackle. And Luke Rockhold just has to stay off that ground because Jacare will eat him alive on the ground. I don't care what anyone says. Tim Kennedy may have survived on the ground with Jacare, but I don't think Luke Rockhold will. I think he would get submitted on the ground if it got there. So I'm going to go with Jacare. But no, hold on. Now, I don't want to discount Rockhold. I think he's a good fighter, but he has a chance. He does. I'm not saying there's no chance. He does. He just has to. He just pick his shots. Basically, he just has to pick his shots, and if he can do that, dictate the pace, he can stun Jacare. He can get the upset. But I'm going with Jacare. I'm gonna say third round submission. All right. Next fight: Cormier versus Antonio Silva. This fight scares me because Daniel Cormier is an Olympic wrestler, and you know how I feel about wrestling. I don't really want to see Cormier freaking take Silva down and hold him down for 3 rounds. So I don't know. I'm gonna go Silva. I'm gonna say second round knockout. I think Silva is so big and so strong. I think he can keep it on the feet and not take too much damage. And Cormier has improved striking, but I haven't really seen him get hit yet. And if anyone's gonna hit him, it's gonna be Silva. And yeah, but I'm gonna go with Silva in this one. And I don't expect any different. If Cormier wins, I won't be shocked. You know, people will say, well, it's an upset. Well, he's a wrestler, dude. I mean, what did Jake O'Brien do to Heath Herring in Heath Herring's first fight in the UFC? He wrestled him. You know, Antonio Silva has good jiu-jitsu, so maybe he can. I just think Antonio Silva. That's all Cormier is going to have over Silva is the wrestling, and everything else going to be in Silva's favor. So Bigfoot's probably going to stomp on him. So Yeah, I'm gonna go with Silva's second round knockout. Alright. Main event. Oh man, I don't want to watch this fight. Okay. Everyone knows every fighter that I don't like. Everyone knows I don't like Cain Velasquez. I don't like Rashad Evans. I hate Clay Guida. And I hate Gray Maynard. I don't like any of them. I don't like Josh Barnett either. I really don't like him. And it's not because he's a boring fighter. It's just like, he's a bitch, man. He is just a bitch. I mean, this dude has fucked up so many times, and he just keeps getting chances, and it's so annoying. Just like Chael Sonnen. By the way, I hate him too. And it's just like, it annoys me that, and he thinks he's such a great fighter, but the truth is that he always has a weight advantage. That's really all it is because he has the wrestling, and then he just smothers you with his dough. That's all he does. I'm just hoping. I'm pretty sure Barnett is gonna win, but I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm gonna just go ahead and just say Kharitonov by TKO, third round. It's more or less what I want to see happen more than what I think will happen, honestly. And yeah, honestly, that's the truth. I'm pulling for you, Sergey Kharitonov. I think this is the very first time that I have ever gone for Kharitonov. I've always went against him, like, as a fan. I don't know why I went against him in his Arlovsky fight. I just wanted to see Arlovsky get back on the train, but yeah, shit. I keep watching the TV anyway, but no, I want Kharitonov to win, but Barnett will probably win by decision. I don't think he would submit Kharitonov, and Kharitonov is not going to be as easy to beat as Brett Rogers was. Nowhere near the same level. Kharitonov is on a different level, and I hope he wins, man. I hope he wins. I'm going for him. Whoop his ass, Kharitonov. Whoop his ass, please. Whoop his ass. I don't want to see that fat bitch fight anymore. Yeah. But, yeah, that's my picks. Okay, my official picks. King Mo over Gracie. Souza over Rockhold. Silva over Cormier. Kharitonov over Barnett. Alright, so that's it. No more. I don't care. Goodbye. Okay. Alright. Whew, I'm pumped up for this. Okay, so it was announced yesterday that Dana White has pulled Nick Diaz from his UFC 130, I think it's 135 or 130. We'll just say next month's UFC welterweight title shot. And it's not because he was injured. It's not because Nick Diaz pulled out himself. It's because he didn't show up for 2 press conferences. Let me tell you something. Is this the UFC, or is this fucking, or is this politics? Why is it because he doesn't want to talk to these punk ass media punks that he gets pulled from the greatest opportunity in his career? Now, I'm not just faulting Dana White. Nick Diaz should have shown up, you know, I guess his contractual obligations, whatever. You know, I blame Nick Diaz a little too, but you can't. Why would you pull someone for a fight just because he doesn't want to talk to the media? Please, man. Like he said in his YouTube explanation, he's never not shown up for a fight. It's not like he's Carl Parisian. You know, I just think that Dana White is trying to protect his golden boy and fucking George St. Pierre, because I'm telling you, Nick Diaz has the best chance to beat GSP out of anybody in any welterweight division, in any organization. He has the best chance. I don't care what people could say. Oh, he hasn't fought anybody. It doesn't matter. Styles makes fights. Nick Diaz would have brought the fight to him. What if he had won? Who knows? We don't get to know now. We don't get to know. Because I guarantee you that if Nick Diaz doesn't get cut, his punishment will be he's going to fight John Fitch and get wrestled for 3 rounds. You know, I'm not saying Nick Diaz couldn't beat John Fitch, but George St. Pierre has become that typical boring fighter, but I don't know why. I just think Nick Diaz would have a better chance beating GSP than John Fitch. I just think, because I think John Fitch is one of those guys that even if you slap a submission on him, he doesn't tap. That's one of the reasons. I don't know. It's just I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Nick Diaz, that would have been the fucking fight of the fucking century. He would have took the fight to George St. Pierre, and if George St. Pierre would have won, he would have known he had to earn that win. And this little bitch-ass Canadian saying, oh, Condit is... By the way, Carlos Condit got a spot. Condit is more of a threat. No, the fuck he's not. I have a lot of respect for Condit. Big fan of Condit. But he is not the same threat that Nick Diaz was. Carlos Condit has submissions, and he's a good striker, but he doesn't have that weird, hard-to-deal-with style that Diaz does. There is no way Condit would submit George St. Pierre. There is plenty of ways Nick Diaz would have submitted George St. Pierre. Sure, Condit can throw a flying knee and get a knockout like he did against Dong Hyun Kim, and he can, but he got taken down over and over again by Martin Kampmann. What do you think George St. Pierre is going to do to him? Come on, man. Condit does not have a better shot. This is going to be just like the Dan Hardy fight, except Condit is going to try to threat off his back. That's another thing. I was really excited to see the Condit BJ Penn fight, too. I really wanted to see it. Condit's not going to win. He's going to lose by decision, and I hate to say that. I am a Condit fan, but Dana White is a faggot, man. I swear to God, dude. What the fuck is wrong with him? Just because he didn't want to talk to media? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Maybe I'm speaking out a little bit of bias because I've wanted to see this fight since Nick Diaz was last in the UFC. So I've been wanting to see this fight like for what, 5 years now? And I finally get it, and just because he doesn't want to talk to the media and he doesn't want to put more pressure on him, that just makes me sick, and Dana White is a complete idiot. And so are all these Nick Diaz haters saying, oh, he pussed out, he pussed out. God, you people are fucking just so far up George St. Pierre's ass. It is just sad, man. It is just sad. I blame Nick Diaz too, but it's not because he pussed out. He just hates talking to the media. He just hates it. He's not that type of guy. He wants to walk into the octagon, whoop someone's ass, get that paper, and walk out. That's what fighting is. Fighting is fighting. He didn't play the game. What game are we talking about? The game is he has to stand in the fucking octagon and fight another person. That is what the game is. That is what you do. That is why it's called the Ultimate Fighting Championship. It's not the UTC. It's not the Ultimate Talking Championship. I mean, it's fucking garbage. It's just garbage to me that he got this opportunity taken away because of George St. Pierre's their golden boy. They don't want Nick Diaz to beat him. That's what I think. I don't care what you say. I guarantee you if Carlos Condit, Jake Shields, fucking John Fitch, or Dan Hardy, or any of those fucking fighters would have done the same thing Nick Diaz was, he wouldn't have took the title shot away from them. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I promise you. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. You won't change my mind. He would have not have done that to anyone else. He just decided to do it Nick Diaz. And he screwed a whole bunch of fans out of the fight of the year. Because this fight with Condit is going to be a boring, not even back and forth fight. I like Condit. I really do. He's a great fighter. I have not went against Condit since he's been in the UFC or even in WEC. And I will be rooting him on to beat George St. Pierre next month. I will be rooting for him, I promise you, but he's gonna get wrestled the whole time. That same thing would have not happened to Nick Diaz, because I think George St. Pierre is way more afraid of the ground game of Diaz than he was of the ground game of Condit. He didn't take Jake Shields down, and Nick Diaz and Jake Shields said it himself. Nick Diaz is way better on the ground than Jake Shields is. I mean, come on, man. I'm not speaking out of bias. This is fucking the truth. This is the truth. Period. Nick Diaz knows how to win, man. He knows how to win. I'm not saying George St. Pierre doesn't, but, oh man. I have officially became a GSP hater. I've been a hater of his since that fucking fight with, I kind of started to dislike him when he just started wrestling people all the time. Like the Thiago Alves fight and the Dan Hardy fight. It's annoying, man. Oh man. I'm just disgusted at Dana White's decision. This is the stupidest fucking decision he has ever made in his fucking entire UFC history. This is so... I mean, first the Nate Marquardt situation, which I also thought was stupid, because you get Chael Sonnen gets a second shot at getting a title shot, and Nate Marquardt doesn't get that chance. Probably the best, and he was gonna fight at welterweight, and he without a doubt would have been one of the best fighters you had, most exciting fighters you had, and you let him go. Dana White is just an idiot, dude. He is banking so much on these new fighters in these new weight divisions that it's just like, it's just sad, man. You don't take a title shot away from a fighter just because he doesn't want to talk to the media and he doesn't want to fucking show up at a press conference. I mean, I'm serious, man. It's the stupidest reason I have ever heard someone being pulled out of a fight. Man, they should have lied and just say Nick Diaz got injured. That would have been better for me. It's just like I wanted to see this fight for so fucking long, and then it gets snatched away just because of a stupid fucking idiot, stupid, retarded press conference. I mean, if you keep saying that over and over, you will realize just how stupid it is. Because it is stupid, man. It is stupid. I don't care. Talk shit all you want, guys. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's a dumb reason. It's really dumb. And I'm pissed off about it. I'm just angry because we've had to deal with all these sucky ass fights lately, and then these next couple months are going to be awesome. I mean, you got Rampage Jackson and John Jones, and you had Diaz and St. Pierre, and then you got Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos, and then you got Alistair Overeem, Brock Lesnar, and then now it's St. Pierre Condit. Is St. Pierre ever going to get fucking challenged, man? Is he? Fucking God, man. Condit will not beat him. I promise you he will not beat him. I'm telling you, mark my words, come back on that exact UFC and watch this video and let me tell you how it's going to go. St. Pierre's going to take him down over and over and over and over and over for fucking 5 fucking rounds, and we're going to just be sitting there like, oh, he got to take down again. And we're just going to be sitting there like bored out of our asses. Most of us will be fucking drunk. I'm 21 now. I can be fucking drunk. And it's dumb, man. It's just retarded. fucking press conference, dude. Man. It would have made way more money because Nick Diaz would have had this certain mystique about him, this like mysterious thing about him, because you haven't seen him talk to the media and you haven't seen him talk to anyone, and then he just comes out like this stoic fighter and is like, I'm ready to fight, man. That would have made a lot more money and people would have been more excited to see it. Because it's like this dude that's been in the shadows for all these months fighting, just coming out and fighting. Dana is an idiot, dude. He is a big idiot. He's the biggest moron I've ever fucking seen. I don't know what else to say about this, man. It's really sad. Nick Diaz didn't deserve that shit, and I don't care what anyone says. Nick Diaz should be fighting George St. Pierre. No disrespect to Condit. Condit should not be, at least as of right now. Am I saying Condit doesn't deserve it? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Nick Diaz deserved it more. But, on that note, a very angry the Cody is going to cut it off right here. That's going to do it for the Cody's MMA Uncensored. I am the Cody. Dana White, you're dumb. Nick Diaz is the man. And all that bullshit. And, let's have the Cody's comment question. Let's have the Cody's MMA question of the week, okay? Hopefully, I want a lot of people to answer this. Who has a better chance against St. Pierre, Nick Diaz or Joe St. Pierre? Go comment section below. Go to my Twitter. My new Twitter address is @TheCodySays. Tweet me your answers. Got my Facebook, www.facebook.com/TheSportsCody. Come tell me who has the better chance. You know who I thought had the better chance, so come tell me. But anyway, that's going to do it. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed it.